What's up, everybody, and welcome to Around the Monitor for the week of June 20th. I'm your host, King Kaiser, and joining us once again for the first time in a long time, we've got the unlucky tacticianer, the Green 8 Ball.
Yeah, I don't even know how the show works anymore, so I don't know if you get like a minute. I don't know if you...
We generally go for two, but there's only three of you. And also, Ian always goes for seven, so...
I just picked up topics. What can I say?
Yeah.
My title hasn't changed, though. I'm still unlucky after all these years.
Yep. Once again, we've got the Ace Attorney, Dapper Dastard.
What's up?
And last but not least, we've got the Hockey Sticks and Sickle himself, Ian.
I'm a true mobile gamer. I play nonograms.
But if this is your first time watching the show, this is the gaming news talk show where every point you make in the discussion is a point towards winning. We go live every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on twitch.tv/King Kaiser. If you watch the show live, you can interact with the show. You can give us votes based on if you agree with someone's argument or if you don't agree, and whoever has the most points at the end of the show wins for that week. If you can't catch it live, don't worry, because we post it the very next day on our YouTube as well as Apple iTunes podcasts in case you want to listen to it in a audio-only format. But we normally start the show with a trivia question to determine the order. And the question this week is, one of the topics we're going to be talking about is Kingdom Hearts, probably. And my question to you all is, how many copies has Kingdom Hearts 3 sold?
I'm going to say it. I got it. I got this. Easy.
Okay.
I'm going to say 666,000. This is worldwide?
Yes.
More than that. I'm just kidding with that number. Slightly kidding with that number.
What are you thinking?
Let's fucking throw out 3.1 million.
3.1 mil. All right. Dapper and Ian?
I'll say 2 million.
2 mil for Dapper.
I'm going to go 7 mil.
7 mil for Ian. The correct answer, 5 million.
Oh, wow.
So that puts, actually, at 3.1, he has the 0.1 bonus. So that gives 8 Ball the first round, followed by Ian.
If you ignore my first point that I made,
Exactly.
God, that number.
It's amazing how little I heard about that game, despite it selling 5 million. I swear that no one even talked about KH3 after it came out.
Yeah.
Everyone talked about it.
It was a very flash in the
really
pan.
well.
I think Kingdom Hearts 3. I think Kingdom Hearts 3 came and went just like Resident Evil 3 came and went. Like, everybody was like, "Oh shit, we love the last game. We're hyped for this." And then it came out, and reactions were kind of like, "Eh." And then like a month after its release.
But your flagship third game is supposed to do a lot better than a remake of a game.
Very true. Which I think Resident Evil 3, I'm pretty sure sold 3 million copies. So almost as much. Remarkable Me says Kingdom Hearts 3 stopped selling very shortly after it came out. Source, GameStop employee.
I heard a lot about Kingdom Hearts 3. It might just be that I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts fan.
You are.
I was generally looking forward to the game, but I swear it wasn't in the news cycles for very long.
Yeah.
Well,
It's very flash in the pan.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't play it until 6 months after because I didn't have a thing that could play it.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Let's go over this week's topics. We've got developers are completely changing games that are in early access on Steam. This War of Mine has been added to school reading lists in Poland. Pokemon Go is helping small businesses affected by the pandemic. A last-minute addition. We're also talking about the rest of the Pokemon Go or Pokemon announcements, including the new Pokemon Snap. WB Games is reportedly up for sale. Who is going to buy these games and studios? Square Enix's Avengers made a really poorly timed tweet. PAX West has been officially changed into a digital event going for 9 days. Nintendo has added a jump rope challenge game to help people stay fit in quarantine. Speaking of Kingdom Hearts, does anybody want to dunk on that Kingdom Hearts announcement, which I think most people would agree was lackluster? A Sony executive says that PlayStation 5 is, quote, focused on value, not on price. Let's talk about Sony's confusing messaging around the Spider-Man Miles Morales game. And Cyberpunk has been delayed again, but journalists reportedly have the game in their hands already. So, 8-Ball, you are up first. What would you like to talk about for your first topic?
I'm excited because I actually get to pick this. So I have a lot on the field. Obviously, the entire board is great.
Mm-hmm.
I've got some people up here that have expertises in different fields. One's a lawyer, one likes Kingdom Hearts a lot. So I'll leave them to do whatever they need to do. I'm not going to be encroaching on their territory.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So wait, let me just say, I'm going to take the Cyberpunk delay.
Oh, okay.
I know Kaiser's really shocked by that one.
I'm sure you're going to say some negative things about it, and I'm not going to be happy, but that's fine.
No, I got this. Okay. So, let me just start off this. I got 2 minutes-ish, right?
Yeah.
Just got to re-familiarize. Camera. Oh, there's the camera. Camera 1. Okay, perfect. So, let's reiterate that as an expertise on cyber and punk, I know Black Flag, Dead Kennedys, The Clash, good bands, right? That's my punk expertise, and my cyber is I'm on the internet in some capacity. So, that is what I know about the game, and that's about it. Keanu Reeves, yada, yada, yada. So, if you're working for me specifically on that kind of news, on that, you're not going to get it. But I will say that on delays and such, that I will say that during these times, and if you haven't know what the hell I'm saying, when I can summarize it in these times for under 2 minutes' sake, you probably should, or be safe in multitudes of occasions. But if you don't hear a delay, I'm actually more, skeptical of your game being good. At this point, like, if you're not delaying your game or, like, something is not happening, I'm more like, this game's iffy business right here. So, like, even if Adele released her album 30, right, in 2021,
of all the references, musical references for you to make, Adele was not the one I expected to come out of your mouth.
Yeah, so if Adele releases her album 30 in 2021, I'll give her a hall pass. Okay, she can do that. Delay your things. Delay them. Make them sure your employees are safe. Take care of them. Don't underpay them for their job. Make sure they're safe, healthy. Don't overwork them. I don't care if they're working remote. Everybody's like, okay, you can just do that remote. Look at, like, anything, the quality of things go down when it's remote. I mean, like, we could do a podcast, and I guarantee the audio quality would be shitty over online, but it would be good in person because we could, budget it out. Just know that. Just give the companies leniency. Be patient with them. I know it sucks, but play the games that you have. Take whatever you have and just enjoy it. I guess is what I'm saying.
So what you're trying to say is play Desperados 3.
Play Desperados 3. It already came out, and that was delayed. Until now. It was announced for 2019 and was delayed to 2020. That is why. I'm just saying stuff like that proves that I think delaying is usually the better option rather than putting out unfinished content, such as No Man's Sky, which we can dunk on that if you want still.
Now, my bonus question to you here is, because it's released, it moved from September to late November. I think it's like November 18th. What do you think that means for the dates of the consoles, of next generation consoles?
Oh, you said it moved from till November of this year?
Yeah. And this could be, everybody can answer this one. This is I just think an interesting question.
It would be really interesting. I think the consoles are still like a holiday, whether or not which holiday you're talking about. I still think they're a late holiday, maybe wishful thinking kind of.
I think they got to get to market before Black Friday. I think traditionally they like to have it like a month before Black Friday, and then that way they can sell out, and then they can restock them so people can buy them all again once more. But Remarkable Me, again, guy in the chat has worked for GameStop, says I don't think it means anything for the consoles at this point. That's fair. I would believe that too.
When's Black Friday for y'all again?
Oh,
the day
it's
after Thanksgiving, so like the 20th.
When's Thanksgiving? We have different Thanksgiving.
Last Thursday, and it's
in November. Yeah. This would be the week before.
It'll be November, Friday, November 27th. Will be Black Friday.
Yeah, I wish I could change my entire holiday calendar to Canadian.
If the consoles aren't out,
sign me up.
Sorry, what were you saying, Ian? Oh,
if the consoles aren't.
Sorry, we lost your audio for a second there.
Oh, really? I didn't.
Can you speak? I can't hear. If he's speaking, I can't hear him.
If the consoles aren't out by then, I will.
Yeah, I'm on the same vein
Mm.
there. I think this sort of sets Cyberpunk to come out very close to when the consoles are out.
Yeah.
So I do think that's definitely, they're gonna sync up pretty closely.
For sure.
Just because it's delayed doesn't mean it goes away.
Very true. Listen, I am excited for this game, and I will play it whenever it comes out. So whether that's September or November. Ian, you are up next. What would you like to talk about for your first topic?
Yeah, I'll talk about this war of mine.
Yeah, this is a pretty cool little tidbit.
Yeah, I think this is really interesting. So, this war of mine, the story here is this war of mine is added to a school reading list in Poland. It's going to be available and recommended to students of sociology, ethics, philosophy, and history. If you don't know, this war of mine is a game about being a civilian in a war zone. It's based off, it's like inspired by I believe the Balkan War of the 90s.
I'm fairly certain you're right on that.
Yeah. So it's one of the like few really anti-war games that shows the horrors of war. That's not just, oh, soldiers have it so bad.
Yeah, I think it's the only like war game from the perspective of non-soldiers that I can think of, at least.
I do want to kind of say there's a couple things here. I think this is really cool. I think games definitely can have a place in a curriculum. I think this War of Mine is a great game as long as you treat it with the same sort of skepticism that you would any kind of educational medium. This War of Mine is not perfect. I'm paraphrasing, I think Super Bunny Hop here, but talking to people who actually survived the Balkan War said, like, the game is a lot more brutal, and people cooperated a lot more than they do in the game. It also, I forget who exactly said it, but there's a famous quote in film studies of there's no such thing as an anti-war movie because the spectacle of the war kind of glorifies it. I think there's some of that here because the game is actually pretty fun. And making war fun, making surviving war fun can be a bit of a messy topic.
It is difficult because ultimately you do want to make a game fun. Yeah. That is a good point.
Tell that to Hideo Kojima and Death Stranding.
Got him.
I mean, was it fucking Modern Warfare that was like turning waterboarding into a minigame?
I think I'm pretty sure one of the games got like, hey, this is not a thing you want to press F to waterboard, you know?
Yeah, it was like turn your head to avoid the stream or some shit.
Yeah.
There's a tiny bit of that here, but I think the game being on Polish curriculum is really good. I think it's great that it's getting this kind of recognition.
Remarkable Me in the chat says there's a lot of games that could fit into a curriculum, just as films and books. If I was teaching a creative writing class, I think Portal 2 would be required material, or the first BioShock. I think that is actually a very interesting topic for a whole nother... I actually might make a video essay on that. That's a good idea. Thank you for that. Dapper, you're up next. What would you like to take for your first topic?
All right, I'm just going to go into some straight old-fashioned dunking.
Hey!
I'm going to lace up my Jordans and just get to dunking right here.
Come on
Let's
in.
Let's talk about Kingdom Hearts.
Come on and Slam. Welcome to the jam. Take it away.
Welcome to the jam. All right, so we got a series of Kingdom Hearts based announcements recently. I forget exactly what day it was. A few days ago. Not important. What is important is how utterly lackluster it was. The highlight was Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory, which is a rhythm game.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. It's everything you've ever wanted. You know those fun musical segments from the Little Mermaid world? Now you get a whole game of that. Because that is 100% definitely what Kingdom Hearts fans want.
Mm-hmm.
More of the Little Mermaid levels from Kingdom Hearts 2. I didn't see that many screenshots from this thing. It's just like, it's a big old why. Like, it's just a huge question mark in my head of why are you doing this?
Mm-hmm.
And the other things we got in the trailer were a mobile game that follows Xehanort, one of the Xehanorts. There's like 20 Xehanorts. So I don't know which one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think some DLC for 3 that looks like it's going to be focused on Kairi, which is probably the only like potentially decent thing about this, because Kairi is a consistently underutilized character despite being important.
Mm-hmm.
She probably deserves a little bit of development instead of just being the kidnapped MacGuffin of several of the games.
Yeah.
But overall, this announcement was super unimpressive, and Kingdom Hearts, I think, needs to take a step back and not do anything for a while. Because as we were sort of talking about earlier, 3 was not met with, I mean, it still scored well and sold well initially, but it was not met with any of the positive press, and is not going to have any of the staying power that 2 had.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this show has talked frequently about the ups and downs of all the different in-between games. So, but more of the story is that Square Enix has been on a bit of a clunker streak with the Kingdom Hearts series, and this is doing nothing to turn it around. So I think they might want to shelve Kingdom Hearts IP for a little bit until, I don't know, maybe we get working on that TV series we're gonna get, or maybe just I don't know, man. I don't want to say it's time for Kingdom Hearts to die, but I don't know, maybe it's time for Kingdom Hearts to at the very least hibernate for a good goddamn long time.
Listen, we didn't get like a mainline Kingdom Hearts games for almost like 10 years. I think we could go back to that again.
Yeah, it's time for Kingdom Hearts to at least hibernate for some time, because this shit is not going to get you in anyone's good graces.
No. It's a bummer.
I love Kingdom Hearts, but many of those games are bad. And most of the games they just revealed look bad.
Some might say only one of those games is excellent.
2.
Yeah. 8-Ball, you are up next in the order. What would you like to take for your second topic?
I never played Pokemon before, so I'm gonna take Spider. I'm gonna take Spider-Man.
Never played Pokemon
Okay.
before. All those streams, all those Nuzlocke streams I watched of yours must
that's why I do so poorly.
just been a delusion in my head.
That's why I do so poorly on it.
Just never
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Tell us about Spider-Man Miles Morales.
So you are asking me to defend an indefensible object if you were to say, like, how was the announcement? So it's like as clear as Kingdom Hearts storyline and Damon, capacity right here. So,
that was
that's
very
just
good.
Not gonna happen. I'm not going to defend the announcement. I'm not going to defend how it was done. I'm not going to defend the follow-up. These guys, I'm not going to do their job for me. They're not paying me. Hell no. So what I'm going to do, and plus we got a lawyer. He could do that on his own time if he wants to too. Anyway, the point, what I'm going to say is, how good or bad does this make, or how does this affect the game? Now, there's a game I'm going to reference. If you haven't played it or not, it doesn't really matter, but just trust me, because I'm on screen, I guess, right now. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood basically was kind of similar to Assassin's Creed 2. Same universe, same character. Kind of follow up right after Assassin's Creed 2. Now, it happened in the same story. I think this is going to be a different kind of story, but the same system / setup.
I mean,
capacity of what the previous game had.
Unless he's in another borough, I can't imagine that he's not in New York City. Like, maybe
Yeah,
it's not
so
Manhattan,
he's,
but
in Lizard Man's lair permanently, which would suck. I don't want to be just down in the sewers swinging like from fucking acids and your mother's used
what?
Like, I was gonna say Parcheesi system, but what is that?
What?
Anyway,
I don't know if I should
point
take
being
away
is,
a
I don't
point
think
or
this
give
affects
you
the
a
game
point for that.
quality. We get to see Miles, who we haven't seen in a video game capacity, I believe, yet, which is a very interesting character. He's a great character.
He did have small playable sections in the first one, but I don't believe you
as
played
a
him.
full-fledged character.
Yeah. Fair.
And he doesn't. I don't think he has the spider power.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you
Correct.
played his as him.
You're literally just a kid running away from villains.
Exactly.
So it's going to be nice to have a game like this. Game was solid, good.
Mhm.
It's like I said, the same capacity of if you liked Assassin's Creed 2, you're probably going to like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I could probably say the same about this.
Mhm.
Could the announcement been better in any way? Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm not going to defend that. I'm not going to do that job for him. Fuck them. No. Sony, get your fucking system together. Everything, pricing, nomenclature. Get Final Fantasy to stop putting zippers on their characters. Get everything situated, please. All you have to do is just put stuff out and you'll beat Xbox. That's it.
That's kind of
That's
true. Oh my! Look at this. Even Fisher King shows up to give us a Twitch Prime subscription. That's 3 in one stream, ladies and gentlemen. We never get that. Thank you all very much. Yeah, it's the thing that was just so wild about this is they put it up. Everybody on the internet walked away from this PlayStation 5 reveal being like, "Oh my God, there's a new Spider-Man game. It's launching with the PlayStation 5." And then one PlayStation executive was like, "Oh, this is it's just DLC." And then everybody's like, "Wait, what the fuck? Why would you announce it like that then?" And then Sony had to come in and be like, no, it's this guy misspoke. It's a game. It's not a full game, but it's a game. It's a standalone game. Think Lost Legacy. And everybody's like, okay, we get it. But like, just the mixed messaging just really put a sour taste in everyone's mouth. Fisher King is coming in live from his toilet. Ew. Ian, you're up next. What would you like to take for your second topic?
Speaking of Sony, get your shit together. Sony announced your fucking price. Sony
Yeah.
says it's focused on value over price alone.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a fucking break. So these consoles are gonna be expensive for Sony to make and for Microsoft to make. These are like the specs they are announcing here and the specs they have in them are equivalent to like a $1,500 PC.
Mm-hmm.
These, I don't know how long that's going to last. I assume in 3 years it's going to be about equal to build a PC the same price. But for now, these are going to be really expensive systems. Obviously, they're doing some of the stuff themselves. They've got their own deals, so it's not going to cost them $1,500, but they're going to be selling them at a loss. So they will be, like, at least in terms of hardware, more valuable than their price. Because obviously most consoles are sold at a loss because they make a lot of money off the storefront, off royalties on everything, off their exclusives, everything like that. But still, this thing is releasing in what, like 4 or 5 months? We don't know a release date either.
It has to be. It has to be released before the end of November. So yeah, within 5 months.
Within 5 months, this thing's releasing. It's going to be at least $500. I'm saying between $500 and $700. I don't know. But that's, for a lot of people, for most people, a significant purchase.
Yeah.
And we still, like, that's something people will want to save up for. Plus, they'll need to get games, which are fucking expensive, especially on consoles. Which are another, like, at least here, $80 to $100 Canadian.
Dang, that's wild.
Announce your fucking prices. I understand why you're not, because whoever announces first is going to get undercut by, I don't know, $25, $50. You can't undercut that much because, as I said, these things are fucking expensive. But for one, like, the PS3 did fine. and that was like $100-$200 more than the
It was
Xbox.
$200 more than the Xbox at launch, which was, and it came out a year later than the Xbox 360, which is wild.
Yeah. Obviously, the Xbox 360 sold more, but the PS3 did pretty well.
Well, it outsold it at the beginning, but the PlayStation 3 actually came back and sold more units than the Xbox 360 lifetime, which is crazy to
There
me.
you fucking go. There you fucking go. These consoles aren't sold on, oh, it's $50 cheaper, because all the exclusives are what's going to sell it. Now, don't get me started on exclusives, but
don't get him started, folks.
Someone's got to do it.
Yeah, it's my guess. The Xbox reveals they have a thing in July that they're going to show all their first party stuff. I imagine they end that by announcing the price and like giving you a link that you can start pre-ordering from, and then Sony is going to announce shortly after. Remarkable Me in the chat says he thinks that PlayStation 5 is going to be $650, Xbox will be $600. So we'll see. We'll see. Dapper, you are the final topic for this week. Bring us home.
All right. Did you guys think I was done talking about Square Enix? Because I'm not.
Yeah.
All right. So
tell us about this tweet.
Square Enix made an oopsie daisy with a tweet. We call it an official oopsie daisy. So, as people know, Square Enix is behind the Marvel's Avengers game that's been delayed a bunch of times, and I have no idea when it's coming out. I also don't think it's going to be very good at launch. I think it's going to need tons of DLC and polishing, but that's all beside the point.
I think everyone agrees with you on that.
Yeah. What their oopsie daisy, though, was a tweet the game's official account posted. Basically, the tweet is just talking about how in-game there's a statue of Captain America that's being defaced. The problem is, defacing statues, kind of a hot button issue right now. And while I certainly believe games are allowed to have stances on things, this is not a stance, more just a completely not the right time reference. Because while Captain America is a neato guy, one of the original members of Antifa. So while Captain America are cool, the statues that are being talked about in the real world are Confederate generals and slave owners, and how we do not have statues of Confederate generals and slave owners because they sucked. And they all deserve one-way trips into the ocean or a scrapyard or rubble or whatever you want to put it. Again, most likely this was a pre-planned tweet that they just had that the advertising been for a while, and it just happened to come out at the wrong time. It's really, I'm not honestly accusing Square Enix of any malicious intent here or intentionally misreading the room, but it definitely was misreading the room. It's one of those things, just double check and then triple check, and then have someone else double check. Watch out for those auto tweets and things like that, because again, this is not something that's really going to matter in the long run. But it was they did take down the tweet and later issue an apology, because they did correctly realize this was not the time and place for talking about monument defacement.
Yeah.
In a comical sense, when we are talking about it in a very serious sense at the moment.
Yeah, I really agree with you. I don't think it was intentional of them. And I really don't think, I think it was likely that this was just somebody had this as a scheduled tweet weeks ago, and then they were like, oh, shit. Whoops, got to take that one down, Mark. Shout outs to Mark, by the way.
I'm glad that's still a joke.
Oh, yeah, man.
We don't bring it up nearly as much, but every once in a while.
It was like every episode.
That was one of the OG running jokes on the show.
Back in the day.
That was a good one.
So good, though.
But that, folks, is going to do it for this week, which means Dapper and Ian, it's time to go home and become family men, because making his return and his resurgence on the show, the winner is the Green 8 Ball.
Oh, I got the lucky tactic.
Yeah.
That crit with the 1%.
Exactly. Are you ready for your 2 minutes?
Yeah.
All right, please take it away.
Okay. You think it's a bait. You think I'm going to talk about Desperados 3, but I could get that game. Just look it up. It's great. So instead, I had this plan. kind of, in my own way. Don't ask. Each of these guys around the monitor, I need your guys' help, okay? The viewers, the local community, I need your guys' help. These guys, we're going to call this segment, the games that these guys need to desperately play. This segment. Ian, Papers, Please. If you haven't played it, play it. It fits your mood. Like, nope, play it. Doesn't matter. Kaiser, Shadow Tactics. Buddy, you already know this? I got you, dude. Dapper. Oh, man, Dapper. I heard you on a story-based game. Okay,
He's out of the camera.
There's a story I haven't finished. Right here. Danganronpa 3.
Damn it! I knew that was coming.
Yep. Fisher, I didn't forget about you. There's a game. It's like wrestling. It's one of the better GTA games out there. It's one of the best movie-based games. It's kind of like wrestling, but you're gangs, so it's kind of even better. Warriors, GTA, very good. Play it. Watch the movie. Mizuki, Dark Cloud 1. Don't play Dark Cloud 2. Play Dark Cloud 1 first. Let me know how it feels. You can play Dark Cloud 2 after if you feel better about it. But those games, all these around the monitor guys, we'll call this the I need to finish what I started list. All right, Ian, Papers, Please, man. I'm telling you, don't, or this is the police, something like that. We got to get you on track, man. We got to get you in the real world. We'll get you in there. Don't worry. We'll start one step at a time. But these guys, I love these guys like brothers. Kyle, Toontown. I want to see it again.
We'll give Ian crap. What is that clicker game? The capitalist clicker game?
Adventure Capitalist?
Adventure Capitalist, yeah.
Carmen Sandiego
that fucking game.
I hate you so much.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Thank you again for watching this show. The only thing I think I have to plug this week is tune in tomorrow. We'll be doing another recording of Around the Tabletop. I don't know what the game is going to be, but we will find out probably soon. I do have another video coming out this week on early access games that are completely changed. In one case, there's one game that was like a kid's pirate game that was changed into like a porn game. So if you had already downloaded the game, you just go into your Steam library and it's the same name, but now you have a porn game. So, that's some fun stuff. But that'll be pretty interesting. And go back and I don't know. At this point, I've been doing video essays for almost 6 months, once every week. I'm going on vacation soon, so I will take a break, but please check some of those out. Anything else to plug, gentlemen?
There's a really good Humble Bundle for Racial Injustice on Humble Bundle right now.
Holy moly.
It includes this War of Mine. So
Yes.
if hearing Ian talk about it inspired you, that's included in the Humble Bundle. So is NBA 2K20, Super Time Force Ultra, Jackbox Party Pack 4, Broken Age.
I know Celeste is in there.
A bunch of really cool games in there. So again, $30 for like a bunch of games. It all goes to a good cause.
Heck yeah.
So that's what I'll play.
And 8-Ball, I believe
Yeah,
you stream sometimes.
Yeah, no one plugged themselves, so I guess I'm gonna be like that asshole.
Well, I literally said watch my videos.
Oh, yeah.
I also have nothing of myself.
That's all of your guys' content. I've been looking into getting some like editing done, specifically on Fire Emblem stuff, so it's a little bit tricky. I have a post that I've been going through that I want to make a story out of. That it's 25 posts on a forum from 2011. So much fun. Tearing into these people are crazy, and I want to do like a 30-minute kind of like this is their backstory kind of thing, like a narrative thing of it. It's gonna be really good if I get it. But yeah, I stream a lot of FE, and right now I'm doing Desperados. So yeah.
Heck yeah.
Check out these guys on Around the Monitor. They're all great. They put out good stuff. Hopefully, I'm trying to work on something specifically for them. So.
Hey. But that is going to do it for this week's show. Again, remember, you can watch us live every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time right here on twitch.tv/KingKaiser. But if you can't catch us live, it goes up the very next day on YouTube and Apple iTunes podcasts. All right. Once again, this has been Around the Monitor.